Hello friends, I'm Ankita Raut, and as you can see today I have a new setup. Uh, since a lot of people didn't like my black background and I thought of changing the background color, so now I have a grey background and also a new condenser mic. I always wanted to get this mic, but they were very expensive and I couldn't afford them. But few days back when I was scrolling through Amazon, I found an affordable one. It was almost around the budget which I can afford. So I thought giving it a try. Let's see whether it makes a difference in audio. Please let me know whether you like this audio or you prefer the original lav mic audio. Here I have to talk near the mic. I can't move ahead or else my voice won't be audible. So let's begin. Today's video I'm going to talk about a cryptid creature, and today's cryptid creature is unicorn. I think unicorn is one of the most famous cryptid creatures. It has various versions, but the most popular one is the one where it has a body of a horse and a horn on the top of its forehead. Some unicorns have wings while some don't. I wanted to make one with wings, so I made one with wings. But the most popular one I think doesn't have wings. Unlike other cryptid creatures, unicorn is regarded as a very positive creature. Mostly when people think of cryptid creature, they think of scary, demonic, evil creature. But unicorn something which people love a lot. People search for unicorn for its magical power. People believe that unicorn has magical godlike being, or it is sent by gods. It's like an angel, and its horn, which is called as alicorn, has medicinal properties. Back in olden days, people used to hunt for unicorn, and they used to try to get its horn, and this horn was used to make medicines. People believe that horn could cure poisoning and other alignments. So people used to hunt this animal a lot. And nowadays unicorn is not found. It's a very ancient cryptid creature. People talk about unicorn these days a lot, but it's not found these days. I tried to search for eyewitness stories, but almost all of them are like 17th century, 16th century only. So it's a very ancient animal, but still it's very popular. It's so popular that unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. And also on 9th April, people from United Kingdom celebrate that day as National Unicorn Day. And if you are from UK and you celebrate it, please let me know, and let me know what you do on National Unicorn Day. But it's a very popular animal, and I just found out that a single unicorn is called unicorn, but a group of unicorn is called blessing. Since maybe it's related to God, that's why they have named it. Let's know more about it. First I will share some different versions of unicorns. Different versions of unicorns from different parts of the world. Indus Valley unicorn. A creature with single horn, conventionally called a unicorn, is the most common image on the soapstone stamp seals of the Bronze Age Indus Valley civilization from the centuries around 2000 BC. It has a body more like a cow than a horse. and curved horn that goes forward, then up at the tip. The mysterious feature depicted coming down from the front of the back is usually shown. It may represent a harness or other covering. It is thought that the unicorn was the symbol of a powerful clan or merchant community, but may also have had some religious significance. In South Asia, the unicorn is only seen during the IVC period. It disappears in South Asian art ever since. Indus Valley civilization is a very ancient civilization. It's near India, and this civilization, the unicorn was like a cow than a horse, and it had a curved kind of horn instead of a straight pointy one. Nowadays there is no after Indus Valley civilization there was no mention of unicorns in that area. Chinese unicorn. In Chinese mythology, there are many accounts of a creature that is known as Quilin. This creature often thought to be the Chinese equivalent of a unicorn. The Quilin is known to have the body of a deer, a lion head, green scales, and one long horn that was its defining characteristic. There is also a Japanese beast of similar makeup that is called the Kirin, but it is known that this creature is based off the Quilin. The Quilin are peaceful creatures and are known to be very magical and powerful. The Quilin are thought to be able to walk upon grass without disturbing a single blade. However, since these creatures do not want to harm the ground, they were often thought to walk on clouds or water instead. They were also thought to be good judges of character. Many ancient stories show these creatures as being able to know if a person was good or evil just by looking at them. They are peaceful in nature and only punish the wicked. Also similar to unicorn mythology, Quilin are often seen as symbol of fertility. Although they were not hunted for their horns, they were often shown in artwork as bringing infants to families. So in Chinese mythology, there was a creature called Quilin, and this creature was similar to unicorn, but it had a body of a deer and head of a lion, and it had green scales, but it was also regarded as a very magical pure being. People said that it only walked on water or clouds because it didn't want to harm the land. And this creature people say it will help with fertility. And this creature was known as someone who is good judge of character. It could tell when someone is a good person or a bad person, and it punished the bad people. African unicorn. In Congo oral traditions, there is a creature called the Ababda that is very similar to a unicorn. This creature is known to be about the size of a donkey and is said to have the tail of a boar. While it is known to have two horns instead of one like unicorn, the horn of Ababda is known to serve as a cure for many illnesses. Perhaps most importantly, however, the Ababda horn is known to be an antidote to many poisons. So in Africa, especially in Congo region, there was a creature called Ababda, and it had the body of size of a donkey and tail of a boar. It had two horns instead of one like a unicorn, but this creature's horns were used to cure illnesses just like unicorn. South American unicorn. The legend of the unicorn can be found in South America as well, specifically the country of Chile. This creature is called the Kamaheto and is known to possess many of the qualities of the unicorn. The Kamaheto is a creature that is very similar to a calf or bull. However, instead of having two horns, it only has one. The Kamahyuto is known to be hunted by the Machis, medicine women, because their horn is known to possess the cures to illnesses. The Machis are known to stalk the Kamahyuto until she is able to capture it with a lasso and tear out its horn. After she has caught it, she bandages the opening and let the beast continue on its way. One of the most common uses of the Kamahyuto horn is to scrap off shavings from the horn and mix them with seawater and apple cider. This combination was thought to cure impotency and restore vitality in older men. It was also believed that Machis would plant small pieces of horn back into the ground to allow other Kamahyuto to grow. So in South America, especially in Chile, there was a unicorn named called Kamahyuto, and it looked like a calf or a bull, but instead of two horns it had one horn, one horned bull. And this bull also had a magical horn which could cure illnesses, and these horns, the medicine women Machis used to hunt this creature Kamahyuto, and they used to take the horn and then let the animal loose, and the horn was shaved. They removed some shavings of it and mixed it with seawater and apple cider to create a medicine which will cure impotency. So just like quillin, this is also used for fertility issues. Also, people believe that Machis used to put small piece of the horn into the ground for new Kamahyuto to grow. I don't know whether it's real or not. Maybe this was a tradition back then. Greek European unicorn. The unicorn was often portrayed as a magical white horse or a goat-like creature with a long horn that rose from the center of its head. It was often thought to be a woodland creature that was difficult to capture and full of grace and majesty. The unicorn was also thought to have cloven hooves and was known to possess powers that were invaluable for the time period. Among other things, unicorn was thought to hold the cure to many sicknesses, the ability to purify water, and the antidote to poison in its horn. Because it was so innocent and full of purity, it was commonly believed that only a virgin would be able to capture the creature. It was also commonly sought after by nobility and royalty. There were many who were known to pay an impressive sum of money for the opportunity to possess the fabled horn. Though no real unicorn horns have been found to date, unicorns were thought to be living creatures that were easily found in early cultures. There was no speculation as to whether the creatures might be fictional. They were often included in natural history textbooks. So the Greek and European version of unicorn is the one which we are most familiar with. Is the one where the creature looks like a horse and one horn on its forehead, and it was regarded as a very pure creature, and it could purify water and it could cure many illnesses, especially poison. And people believe that since this was a very pure creature, it could only be captured by a virgin. Non-virgins cannot capture it. And this creature, even though there are not any hard evidences of it, there are no bones found or any kind of strong evidences of it, but there is mention of this creature in the natural history textbooks of those times. So in the Hebrew Bible, there is a mention of a creature called Raim or Riem. I don't know the exact pronunciation of it, but this creature in the King James version of Bible it's been translated as unicorn. I will share about it. Here are the references to unicorn in the Bible. Numbers 23:22. God brought them out of Egypt. He hath as it were the strength of an unicorn. Numbers 24:8. God brought him forth out of Egypt. He hath as it was the strength of a unicorn. He shall eat up the nations as his enemies, and shall break their bones and pierce them through with his arrows. Job 39:9. Will the unicorn be willing to serve thee, or abide by thy crib? Job 39:10. Canst thou bind the unicorn with his band in the furrow, or will he harrow the valleys after thee? Psalm 29:6. He makes them also to skip like a calf, Lebanon and Sirion like a young unicorn. Psalm 92:10. But my horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of an unicorn. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Deuteronomy 33:17. His glory is like the firstling of his bullock, and its horn are like the horns of unicorns. With them he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth. And they are tens of thousands of Ephraim, and they are thousands of Manasseh. Psalm 22:21. Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorn. Isaiah 34:7. And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. So, since there is no hard evidence of existence of unicorn, there is no definite like bones or kind of, only proof of unicorn is in books or in architecture, in artworks. So there is no living specimen found or a dead one. So people believe that maybe this creature was some other creature, and people misidentified as unicorn, or there is some mistranslation. People have come up with some explanation on what this creature unicorn could be. Here are some of the explanations. The rhinoceros. One of the most logical answers to the question of the existence of unicorns comes from the rhinoceros. Many people point to the creature not only because of its characteristic single horn, but also because of the account of Marco Polo. In his writings, Marco Polo claims to have encountered a unicorn during his travels. However, the British account of the beast and the single black horn that protruded from its head was more characteristic of a rhinoceros than a magical unicorn. This leads many to believe that the original unicorns were rhinoceros that were over-exaggerated by travelers and merchants looking to make a profit from their stories. So some people believe that maybe unicorns are actually rhinoceros, since rhinoceros are also like one horn creature. So people believe that maybe rhinoceros could be since not everyone saw unicorns, so maybe the people who are travelers, merchants, people who sold us unicorn horns, maybe they over exaggerated the story. People like to make stuff up. They may see something and they will like over exaggerate and tell something, oh my god, something magical happened, I saw this and it was very big and it was it had fairy dust or something. So since people like to lie and exaggerate a lot, so maybe there is a chance they saw a rhinoceros, they didn't know what a rhinoceros is, or they just wanted to make up stories, so they created this unicorn creature with magical powers. The aurochs. There are also who believe that the aurochs of Europe could have been inspiration for the tale. The aurochs are an extinct species of cattle that are known to have been very large. As an ancestor to domestic cattle, It is thought that the creature could have inspired many stories because of its great power and strength. When drawn from the side, as many creatures were in early cultures, it may have appeared that Aurochs was a single horned creature. As many years passed by, it would have been possible for early culture to think that the images referenced a strange and mythical creature. Additionally, the established sightings in history could have been explained why this unknown creature was recorded in natural history instead of mythology. Another explanation is the aurochs found in Europe. These are ancient and extinct species. They were large cattle who had horns, but if we look at them through sideways, it seems that it has only one horn. Two-horned animal, if you look this way, then it looks like it has only one horn. So maybe there is some confusion. Maybe this was a auroch, but people got confused and thought it's a different kind of creature, and also that is why people believe that maybe they were talking about an ancient extinct species. That's why it's mentioned in natural history textbooks rather than mythology. In mythology also it's been mentioned, but in natural history textbook also they have mentioned. So maybe it's a extinct species, an old species, and there is some confusion going on, and so there is a possibility in other cryptid creatures also this happens. People see like in Loch Ness monster there was a plesiosaur. Plesiosaur also looks, Loch Ness monster looks similar to this plesiosaur. People had this image of plesiosaur and they kind of created the Loch Ness monster inspired by it. So there is a chance this creature unicorn was actually some other creature, and there was some mistranslation and people kind of thought that maybe this is a magical creature since it's been mentioned lot of times in mythology, and in people talk about it a lot. Or maybe the merchant, the salesman. Nowadays we have advertisements. The salesman say it will cure these, it will do that. So maybe the merchants over exaggerated this to sell products. There is a chance. The narwhal, one of the biggest perpetrators of the myth, was likely the northern hunters and traders that decided to pass narwhal horns as unicorn horns. Hunters knew that European population had never seen a narwhal and wouldn't be able to tell the difference. In fact, there was often speculation as to what unicorn horn could look like till the narwhal horn was introduced into trade. Previously, a unicorn horn could be long or short and many different. When narwhal horns were introduced into the trade, they set the standard for what was considered proper horn. They passed all the tests were into place to check for fake horns were made of real horn. Additionally, their long and spiral texture was quickly adopted as the norm unicorn horn should look like, and was adopted into now the modern day understanding of unicorns. There is a called narwhal. A narwhal has a long horn, and the European traders, merchant people, old time salesmen, what they used to do, hunt for this narwhal, and they used to take and sell this narwhal horn as unicorn horn. Since common people didn't know about narwhal, it was not a species found in that area, so people didn't know about narwhal. They just assumed that this narwhal horn is actually horn. Since it was an unknown creature, no one knew what actually unicorn looks like. So people believe them. The merchant salesmen are very like think people, so they use that charisma to people that this creature is actually unicorn only. Is actually a unicorn horn, and soon this narwhal horns become so popular, the standard for unicorn horn. Earlier, like definite idea how unicorn horn looks like. Assume many things, maybe it was long, short, color, but once narwhal horns became popular and as a standard for unicorn horns, people, they kind of made uh, a decision that we will only regard this as as the unicorn horn standard. So the horn which we see now on unicorns, a long pointy with spirals, this is actually a narwhal horn, and this was regarded as a standard for unicorn horns, and any horn which doesn't look like this was considered as a fake horn. But in reality all of those horns were fake, but they made a pact together to fool the common people. This happens nowadays also. All this rich big businesses can together decide that this is how we are going to market things, we are going to convince people this is how it is, and everyone is going to believe, since people for like to follow the crowd, the packaged goods, packaged food items especially, they say it has vitamin, iron, calcium, it will give you superpowers, and people, and it has a very nice animation and everything, and people easily believe it. And when not big businesses know how to influence people. Same with these olden time salesmen, they influence people into believing it. So maybe this just like nowadays people, the businesses salesmen fool us, maybe these people also fooled us into believing an imaginary creature to sell their products and get rich. The Siberian unicorn, Elasmotherium sibericum. Tens of thousands of years ago, unicorns did in fact exist. But in real life, the Siberian unicorn looked more like a giant hairy rhino. It fed its 6.5-foot, 4-ton frame by eating lots of grass. So, just like aurochs, there was also a Siberian unicorn, but it looked like a hairy cattle than a horse. But people say maybe people got inspired by this Siberian unicorn, this creature, and created this unicorn. And there is another explanation for it: genetic mutation. A single horn on the Italian deer found at a wildlife preserve in the town of Prato outside of Florence is attributed to a genetic mutation. So some people believe that this creature actually did exist. In humans you might have seen some people have 6 fingers, or sometimes some toes missing, or some people have little bit of tail coming out, or some kind of disfigurement due to genetic issues. So maybe this unicorn creature was also a regular creature like a regular cattle or a horse, but due to genetic problems it grew horns from its head. Maybe it's a regular horse and it had health problems, genetic problems, and it grew horn. And since these alignments, these genetic issues are very rare, so this species is also very rare. It was very rare to see a horse with a horn. So people thought maybe this is a magical creature. People kind of make assumptions about the unknown things. Instead of trying to understand it, they try to make assumptions about it, and most of them are magical or something supernatural only. Either they would call it a scary thing, or they will call it something godlike. Either of them. Since appearance plays a huge role. Since unicorns are very beautiful creatures, and all the pictures I've seen of unicorns, they're very beautiful ones. So people associate this beautiful creature with something angelic and nice and something positive. but the other creatures are very scary looking, so they assume that it's a very devilish, horrible, humans like to assume something is good or bad based on how it looks. That is when beautiful people are given more importance than those who are average looking. People kind of feel that if someone or something is beautiful, it is a pleasant thing, it is a good person, it is a something, it will bring positivity in your life. And if something is ugly then or average looking, then it's not that good enough, or it's a bad thing. This kind of shallow kind of thinking sometimes, maybe sometimes it may work, sometimes appearance can help us tell some things about a person, but it's still not enough to deduct whether something is good or bad. We just don't know whether unicorn exists or not, whether it was a positive creature or not. But since it was a very beautiful one, people thought it is a magical creature and a happy, nice one. Whereas those like scary ones are horrible devil creatures. So, what do you think? Do you believe in unicorns? By the way, this name unicorn is been is made from Latin words uni and cornu. Uni means one and cornu means horn. So this creature's name is one horn. And do you believe in it? I kind of in a way believe in it. Maybe this could be either a extinct species. Maybe back in olden times there were horses or cattle which had horns which had medicinal properties. Plants and animals products are used for medicinal purposes also. So maybe its horn had a medicinal properties, and that is why people liked it, and people hunted for it so much that it became extinct. But since people wanted to keep the tradition alive, or they wanted to make money of this creature, they kind of created fake creatures, or used other animals to sell the products, just like narwhal horns. So there is a chance, maybe it wasn't winged or something, but it's a possibility. Could be a creature which has one horn. It looks like a normal animal only. So it's a very beautiful one. Or maybe it could be a genetic issue. Maybe some horses or deer had some genetic problem just like this deer. So maybe it's a very rare thing and people like unusual things. I don't know. Do you believe in it? Let me know if you have any unicorn stories about it. And if you are from UK, please tell me what do you do on Unicorn Day. And did you like this painting? In my old cryptid creature paintings, I generally focused on the main creature and kept the background very simple. But I want to improve my work, and I wanted to make a fancy background as well. And so I drew it in clouds, in night sky, flying in clouds. I'm kind of happy with it. Do you like it? And if you have any feedback related to it, please let me know. I would be very happy to improve my artwork. And did you like the setup? Gray background. Do you like the gray background, this gray background, or the old black background, or you prefer the bedroom background? Please let me know. And do you like the audio quality of this mic? And or did you prefer the old lav mic? And I'm very excited. And I'm very excited to try out new things and improve myself. So please let me know. Please be honest. If you prefer the old version, it's okay. I want to know people's honest opinion. And feel free to share your feedback related to this video or the setup or anything. and if you have suggestions for future videos, let me know, and see you next video. Bye.